You are watching Limited Resources Draft Series on MTGO Academy featuring Marshall Sutcliffe.
Hey guys, Marshall here from Limited Resources, and we're doing a little draft here on MTGO Academy. I like that one. I think that's a pretty easy pick here. What else do we have in the pack that's worth noting? Not a ton. Sudden Storm has impressed me of late. Everflame Eidolon is solid. Not much else, really. I like Oracle's Insight a little better than I thought I would, but Ornithark is kind of a powerhouse. That's a tough one to pass under any circumstance. That thing really makes a run for one of the better cards in the whole set. Here's one I don't see very often, Airy Worshippers. I think I'm going to take that here. I mean, I could just take Elite Skirmisher and kind of be conservative. Dawn to Dusk is interesting. Choose one or both. Return target enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand and or destroy target enchantment. You can get a 2-for-1 off it. You got to do a little work. But I think Worshippers is quite strong, and I want to try it too. I've played it. I think I've only had it in one deck so far. It's not a card that seems to have found me. And I think that was maybe sealed as well, if I remember correctly. So this could be interesting. All right, what do we have? Well, we got a blue rare, but unfortunately it's kind of a junker. I mean, you could do worse, but it's not very good. Nullify is probably close to it. There's another Dawn to Dusk here. I'm curious about maybe just taking that and trying to get some value going. Otherwise, we're taking like a Mortal's Ardor and Nullify. Really not much in this pack at all anyway. I'll take the Dawn to Dusk. I actually haven't played it yet. All right, I like Retraction Helix quite a bit here. There's some other good cards here, though. Ferris Band Tromper's quite nice, but I'll take a Helix. It kind of combos with this as well. You know, if we can't get in, we can maybe get a bird token out of it and bounce something, so that's pretty decent. All right, some good picks for us here. There's a Chorus of the Tides, an Acolyte's Reward, and a Mortal's Ardor. I'm going to take Chorus of the Tides. Don't really love picking... There's also Nullify here. I don't love picking up another 4-drop here, but I do love me a Chorus of the Tides, so I'm pretty happy to pick it up. I like that, you know, we're pretty flyer-centric here already. We can make flyers or already just have flyers, and that's nice. All right, this changes things a little bit. A pretty late Asphyxiate here. I mean, I could just stick on plan and take a Revoke Existence, which is fine. Floodtide Serpent's pretty unexciting, though. Asphyxiate is definitely a level above. I feel like we should probably take it. I'm going to take it here just in case. I don't really feel like I'm missing out a ton by passing a Revoke Existence. And I want to kind of hedge my bets a little bit here, because really we just have an Ornithark in white. Dawn to Dusk is fine, I think, but we're not exactly abusing it here. All right, well, this gets us back on plan a little bit. There's a Sphinx's Disciple, but I'm just going to take the Skirmisher here, I think. I think they're about on par. I think the Skirmisher's a better card. Yeah. All right, well, I think I'd like this Revoke now. It's a reasonable pickup. Nothing really good for us here. There's only one even reasonable card. I'll just take the Griffin Dreamfinder here. Another Revoke. I could even Springleaf Drum here. I mean, we do have an Airy Worshippers and some kind of higher cost cards. I don't love it, though. Yeah, I guess I'll pick one up, though. The second Revoke isn't too exciting anyway. Nullifier Mind Reaver. What do you do again? You exile stuff and then you can counter. It just never comes. It basically, do I want a 2-1 for blue or a counter spell? I think I'd rather just have the counter spell. All right, looks like this black was an aberration there, but we didn't really miss anything by making the pick that we took. Hey, look, a much easier to cast 2-1 for 2 mana. Sure, but no. And no badgers. All right. So we got some decent stuff. I wouldn't call it a powerhouse, but I like where it's going. All right, what does Theros bring us? Oh, pretty good tidings here. An Observant Alseid. This pack is pretty mediocre. Triad of Fates is pretty good. But I think actually Observant I'll say is just the best card in this pack anyway. And I'm certainly happy to have it, especially, trying to make things like this or this better, in case we end up playing one of those. Unlikely that we'll play both. They don't really play nice with each other. I mean, at least this one affects the board. Ooh, some good things for us. I'm going to be taking this Nimbus Naiad right here because I like it a lot better than Ordeal. We're also not super aggressive, but I think the white Ordeal is pretty unexciting. It's mainly just good because it's an Ordeal, which does make it good. It's just the 10 life can be really good or really not good. Much better is like red, blow something up is nice. But I think Nimbus Naiad just for the rock solids is kind of where we want to be. And speaking of rock solid, Wingsteed Rider. I mean, I like God's Willing as much as the next guy, but Wingsteed Rider, especially after these two picks, is absolutely incredible here. So great pickup for our deck. I'm going to take a Battle-Wise Valor here, I think. I like it a little better than a third. I mean, our 3-drops are already quite strong. If we could activate Scholar, I like that too. But Battle-Wise Valor, I think, is where we want to be for this deck. Probably not going to play this. Probably won't play this either, to be honest. Yeah, see, so we can pick up more effects like this, right? Like Ray of Dissolution, we just hit the Revoke. They're all kind of the same. This pack's pretty decent. It has some nice stuff in it, but nothing for us. We can play a Breaching Hippocamp, which we could maybe go off with this or something, but I guess it is the pick, but that is not promising. This, however, is. Yay, another Nimbus Naiad. That's fantastic. Nimbus Naiad is just awesome. There's just no other way to put it. Card is great. Oh, man. This is fantastic. That's exactly what our deck wants. I mean, Omen Speaker would be fine too, but Voyage's End is perfect pickup there. I'm actually just quite pleased that we picked that up that late in the pack. You don't necessarily expect to see that kind of card come that late. All right, nothing for us. Nothing we can even cast, so I'm just going to cut this Shredding Winds, I suppose. I mean, it doesn't really matter. As far as Warden or Coastline Chimera, I like Chimera quite a bit, actually. I'm going to take another one here. I don't really care about these Shredding Winds that much. I mean, if there's anything remotely playable for us, I'd rather take it over it, but that pack just had nothing. I'm going to cut this Springleaf Drum. I wonder what color's open. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Stymied Hopes available. All right, well, that pack was really great for us. There's no other way to put it. We picked up premium cards. We picked up a Voyage's End, a Wingsteed Rider, and then these 3 Bestow creatures. All of them just great for our deck. So, yeah, that went about as well as we can hope for it, too. If this next pack is anywhere close to that, we're going to have a really nice deck. Obviously, our 4s are a bit stacked up. We'd like to move things down to this end a little bit more, pick up as many of these as we possibly can. But yeah, I think that was great. We definitely have some wiggle room here as well. We can get rid of this pretty easily, Any combination of Breaching Hippocamps and Coastline Chimeras can come or go, and we wouldn't really lose sleep over it. All right, well, Ask and I Shall Receive. Other good cards in the pack, a God's Willing and a Triton Tactics. If we get lucky, we could get one of those back. It's unlikely. Those are 2 of the best cards left in the pack. God's Willing, I think, is way, way better than Triton Tactics, but since we're picking up our second Wingsteed Rider here, Tactics becomes a lot better. I mean, we've already got 2 targets, but we definitely just want the Wingsteed Rider. All right, what's here? Horizon Scholar. Lightning Strike's the best card in the pack, but obviously we can't take it. Probably just going to pick up the 6-drop here. Not great for our deck, but it'll make the cut most likely. I like it better than Last Breath, I think. So yeah, we'll pick up a Horizon Scholar here and see what we can do. I like Chosen by Heliod here. Red is just insane. Wow. These are all playable to good. But I like Chosen, I think, a little better than Aqueous Form, just generally speaking. So we'll pick that up. And we have an interesting choice here between Omen Speaker and Triton Fortune Hunter. I mean, Fortune Hunter has way more upside than Omen Speaker, but Omen Speaker is a 2-drop, which we could really use. We've only got one actual creature at 2, so our starts are going to be quite slow. But I still think Fortune Hunter probably wins the day there. Yeah, I could use a Snarecaster, but I think I just want Ordeal of Thassa here. I just want to catch back up. Woo! The best 2-drop for us at this point. Crowan Skyguard's probably a little better than that in general, but Battlewise Hoplight's right there with it. I think we can not Hippocamp now. Probably not. Well, Dreamfinder. It's actually interesting now. All right, looks like we finally ran out of luck here. Nothing for us, so we just got to figure out what do we want to play against the least. Probably this guy. This we don't care about too much. That's hard to cast. Yeah, we'll just cut this thing. That was a sweet pickup. Alright, a Battlewise Valor, and there is a 2-drop, or a Meletus Charlatan, which is interesting. A Charlatan can kind of go off. We can cast 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, although that doesn't do anything really. 2 of those is good. Yeah, all of our cheap stuff, I guess we could somehow set that up too. Battlewise Valor, yet another combat trick, might just be good enough too. Setessan Battle Priest is just so underwhelming. But it does fit the role of being a 2-drop. Yeah, I'll still just take the Charlatan here, I guess. Aqueous Form, okay. Mnemonic Wall gets back this, and then it kind of falls off quickly, though. But Crackling Triton's sort of just another 3 that we really don't need. I'll take the Mnemonic Wall just in case we decide we really want to go into grinder mode on somebody. This card's actually kind of a problem for us. It's going to hit us for 4 like essentially every single time. And we get Fate Foretold back as well. So we can be pretty moved all in here on the heroic plan if we want. Like we can sort of tune those dials however we see fit. But I like where we ended up here. Okay, let's see what this deck actually looks like here. Ornithark, yes. Dreamfinder's a maybe. Dawn to Dusk is a maybe. I want to try that card out, though, so I might just run it. And then that's a maybe. No. Absolutely, yes. I'm not really thrilled about that one, but we need a 2-drop in here. Actually, I'm going to put that in the maybe pile as well. That's a no. Yep. Probably these are all probably making the cut. Chimera is an interesting one. I think we might actually want one of those. I think we want like a Chimera, a Dreamfinder, and then maybe this Dawn to Dusk. I mean, Fate Foretold is going to draw us a bunch of cards in this deck and kind of keep the train rolling. I mean, look, plan A is to just play this, or this on turn 2 or 3, and then just keep doing Fate Foretold, Chosen by Heliod, and just sort of pile stuff up on it. I like Coastline Chimera, though, for its ability to kind of mitigate a quick start from an opponent, give us a chance to sort of get our feet under us. I guess we'll try out Dawn to Dusk. I haven't played it yet, so I want to try it. And I feel like we're going to be able to get stuff back pretty consistently. So let's give that a shot. Fate Foretold is one that I'd like to get back. But we do have so much going on already. I think I can probably leave it in the board here. All right, so let's see what this deck can do here. It looks pretty good to me. I think we want to err on the side of plains, even though we have a lot of early blue. It's not quite as much as it actually looks like, because like these go over here, and like this probably comes in over here as well. And we have Wingsteed Rider on turn 3 that we have to remember and really try to hit. All right, let's see what this thing can do. I like it.